kuangusha. You know what I mean? It's not looking good for Senegalese. Now, on Cruise the Internet, Ousmane Sonko, remember, he was fired from Prime Minister Juzi, and now he's the Speaker of Parliament. This has literally happened in 72 hours, imagine. Now, just days after being fired as Senegal's Prime Minister, Ousmane Sonko has bounced back in dramatic fashion. And this time as Speaker of Parliament, is the second most powerful, this is the second most powerful political office in their country. And Sonko's election comes after lawmakers from his PASTEF party overwhelmingly backed him, setting up a direct political power struggle with President Diomaye Faye, his former ally turned rival. Meanwhile, Faye has appointed economist at Ahmadou Al-Maniou Lo as the new prime minister, as tensions inside the ruling camp continue to explode publicly. Yeah, Sonko currently controls parliament and Faye controls the presidency. And of course, what's going to happen because of that, the effect of that is that the country now heads into a very potentially volatile political standoff amid a worsening debt crisis and frozen IMF support. You get? So, to me, if you've been listening to this show for some time now, I've been saying this, man. This is exactly what happens whenever you have a revolutionary movement. You know, them, they stay together, alafu wakisha pata power, somehow, you know, reality hits them and then they kosana, and then they can work together, creating unnecessary tension in the country. Kind of like whatever happened from back in the day. Jaramogi and Jomo Kenyatta situation, Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto, and the latest is William Ruto and, of course, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Now, Faye, by the way, the president, you see what's interesting is that he may hold presidential power, lakini Sonko, yeye ndo akona grassroots, yeye ndo anashikilia ground. He's the one who's controlling the political energy in Senegal. You get? And now he has serious institutional leverage through parliament, because obviously he's the speaker. And that's a crazy combination, Maze. The guy literally has I can almost compare his power to that of the president. They're at par, you know, because he can he can actually hold the president at ransom. And I said, okay, fine, you continue being president, but nothing, because, you know, his party has the majority in parliament. Yeah. So I'm not going to be surprised that Ukombele, we're going to see a situation where there's going to be a constitutional confrontation happening. But I also did my research, and I know some of you are thinking, hey, damn. So what does this actually mean? At some point, Sonko could actually impeach Faye. Not so fast. Under Senegal's constitution, a president can only face impeachment by a 3/5 vote in parliament for high treason before being tried by a high court of justice. So it's going to be very, very hard. Now, whether it actually gets to those levels is another story. Lakini politically speaking, what we are seeing is that this disagreement is definitely going to end up being a full-fledged power war. This one is going to lead into serious tension within the country. But I can guarantee you, in the next election, trust me, the winner will definitely be Sonko. Sonko is bloody popular, bana. You know, first of all, he was the one who was supposed to be the president. He was the one who was supposed to be on that ballot. Na angekuwa kwa hiyo ballot, if at all he was not going through a case, he was not in court due to some defamation charges. Trust you me, he was definitely the one who's going to be president, because his popularity is just through the roof. So in the next hour, more conversations, some new soul, R&B, cruise the internet, and of course on blast. Right now, Public Enemy, Fight the Power. This one is going out to Sonko.